Hi, it's October 16th, and I already voted in the November 7th election. My husband and I went into the county administration offices this morning, submitted our request for a mail-in ballot. After a short period of time, we were able to vote. So this is the process I'd like to explain that some of you may not be aware of in the mail-in ballot options, which of course you can put your ballot in the mail. You can put your ballot in drop boxes stationed around the county. But I believe the most secure, efficient, and direct way to vote by the mail-in ballot is to do it at the county administration office. So the following video is going to take you through the steps we did today to do our voting. And then just consider why vote early, why bank your vote. There's lots of reasons why it may be difficult to everyone to get out on November 7th to vote. All types of things can occur that would cause a problem, including the fact that you will be able to avoid waiting in long lines at the polling stations if you are, you arrive at a time where there's lots of people coming in to vote. So watch the video. And if you have any questions, get in touch with me, or even better, get in touch with the Monroe County Voter Registrations Office. They were very helpful. And get out there and bank your vote. Thanks. Hi, it's October 16th, and I'm going in to vote for the November 7th election. And I'm going to walk you along with me for the steps in submitting my mail-in ballot application, but I'm actually going to vote today at the county administration offices. It's an option that I feel is safe, secure, and will give me confidence my vote got to where it needed to be. So come along to the administration building with me. Here's the entrance, Monroe County Administrative Office. Voters Registration Office is room 105 on the first floor in the administration building. So here we are. Let's go inside and see the process. Hi, our voter registration director, Sarah May Silphy, is here helping us with the steps. And the first step was for us to submit our mail-in ballot application. And she's doing her first step. Sarah, would you explain?
Just clocking in, and then I'll have one of the staff process them.
So just a reassurance that every step of the handling of this paperwork and application is documented and noted.
Correct.
So there really is a security in the process. That's reassuring. Okay, now we'll wait for a few minutes and receive our actual ballots.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay.
This is the one-page application for the mail-in ballot, and I'm just going to go through the steps of filling it in as hopefully making it clear. So this is not going to be actually submitted, so we're going to fill in John Doe, and he is a senior, so you can opt junior, senior, the second, third, or fourth, and then a middle initial, so I'll give him an X. The birth date, you have the numeric day, the numeric month, the numeric day, and the year. A phone number that you can be reached at, and your email. It's important to have the email on here because you can receive updates on the process of your voting application. Now, note when you put the address in, you do not use a P.O. box. You need a physical street and number, the city spelled out. I was going to use an abbreviation there, but don't do that. PA, your zip code goes here, your municipality, all right? And I live in Jackson, so I'll put that down in my county, Monroe. Now, if you live in the Stroudsburg or the East Stroudsburg area, you will put a ward number here. I don't have a ward number, but I have a voting district. So I would write Jackson South in my case. And I've lived in this address since, and you would put a year. So it's a fake John Doe, so let's say he's been here since 1962. Now, where do you mail your ballot? Where do you want it mailed? If it's the same as this street address, you can check it. However, perhaps you get your mail at the post office. Now you can put your post office address here. So this has to be the location of where you live. And then this can be your post office box number. All right, you have to put your Pennsylvania driver's license number or your Pennsylvania PIN.ID number here, and then the last 4 digits of your social security number. This is used by the office. For instance, let's say you forgot to, your voter registration has your full middle name on and you only put the initial. Actually, verification is going to go through this information, so you must fill it in. Here's your signature. Write your signature the way you've written it on the application and date it. All right, I have the 16th for today. Now, you have the option of receiving the mail-in ballot applications. All right, it says, I would like to receive mail-in ballots this year and receive annual application for mail-in ballots each year. So if you check that box, you'll receive the current election ballot, and going forward, each voting period, you'll receive an application to get the next ballot. If you don't fill it in, you're not going to receive that ballot. So let's be clear about that. And if you, once again, if you had assistance from someone filling this out because there was a disability or something you didn't understand, needed help with, you have the, you need to document that here. So the ballot is very simple to complete, and that's what we had turned in a few minutes ago to Sarah Mae Silphy. And right now, we're sitting in a secure area waiting word that our ballots are ready to vote. Hi, I was just called to the desk here.
Hi, Janet. This is your ballot. Inside, there are 2 envelopes, your ballot and instructions. The one envelope is called a secrecy envelope. It's just a white envelope which your ballot needs to go in first, and then it goes into the other envelope. Make sure you sign and date it on the bottom. There's an actual red stop sign there to make sure you write it in the right spot.
Okay, so
All
this
right,
is
and
everything
you
I...
can down in our lunchroom and fill it out. There's pens down there, and it's all set up for you to actually fill your ballot out.
This was easy, and I only waited, what, 10 minutes, 12 minutes?
Wow.
Now, I would imagine if things back up, it takes a
Correct.
little longer.
Unfortunately, we can't do a time, only
Right.
because we do it on the state.
Okay,
So depending on how busy it is, we usually tell people to come back in about an hour.
oh, an hour, okay, now, when you said you wait on the state, when I submitted that ballot application, it isn't just stamped here or approved here, you go through a process with the
Correct.
state.
Correct, it actually goes into the system, the state actually approves everything, and then we get a label.
Okay, so this is an additional level of security in
Absolutely.
making sure I'm the voter and my application is legitimate.
Absolutely.
That's really good to know. And if I were waiting for this to come to the home, is this the envelope? Is this what it would look like?
Exactly like this, but the envelope, it's not our label, so they're pre-printed on the outside and inside envelope.
Okay,
They're pre-printed.
all right, well, thank you so much. We're gonna go vote. Let's
You're
go.
welcome. John?
The county provides a space for you to actually vote when you're here at the administration building. So I've unsealed my envelope, and inside I find complete instructions, very necessary to review, my ballot for my poll location, a security envelope labeled official election ballot, and it's a white envelope. Our county is using white envelopes to return the ballot. And then the return envelope with the address having your ballot come here to the voters registration office. So there's information to fill in the back as well. So give me a minute and I will review the instructions. I've completed my ballot by carefully filling in the ovals next to the names of the individuals that I wish to cast a vote for. The next step is to insert that ballot into the official election ballot envelope, sometimes referred to as the secrecy envelope. It's critical that you use this envelope and seal it because it protects the privacy of your vote. If you simply take your ballot and slip it into the return envelope, they may not be able to count your vote. So this is critical. Make sure that you do this. Next, you put this in the mailing envelope, and on the back where it says stop, voter must sign here in red, you will sign your name in the way in which it appears on your registration, which once again is the way it appeared on the address in the outside envelope. And then today's date. It's really critical that you do each of these steps properly because the process for the mail-in ballot security requires that this be completed in this manner. So I'm going to go ahead and put everything together, and then you'll see where we go with the ballot. All right, I'm depositing my ballot here at the voter registration office in their ballot drop-off box. They're here all day long. They empty the box, sometimes several times a day, and process the ballot, and then your vote is registered. And you'll receive that notification on the email that your vote has been registered. So here it is. I've already voted. Early voting, I've done what's called bank your vote. It doesn't matter what happens on election day. My vote is secure. Thank you.